What's happening, people? Back in the kitchen again, and today it is ultimate fish and chip day. That's right, this is the ultimate fish and chips. Now, I've had some fish and chips in my time, and I'm going to have some more in the upcoming weeks. But for today, I'm going to make them at home, and I'm going to use both my air fryers and this HelloFresh recipe. So, this is saying, the problem I've got is I've lost the idiot's guide. I don't know where I've put it. I think it must have chucked it out with the box, the delivery box. I must have missed it. I thought I'd got them all out, but this one is nowhere to be seen. So I'm having to use my phone, because you can download these and print them off if you want, but you can download them or you can have a look on your phone. Well and truly, idiot, lost the idiot's guide. So I'm gonna be cooking fish and chips. Now the fish is not your usual fish, it's called sea bream. Now I just associate it with like sea bass, but apparently I've googled it and it does say that it is more meaty than the sea bass. Sea bass is a bit more delicate. So, and sea bass is a good fish, a nice fish. Sea bream, I don't know, we're about to find out though. So, I've got these ingredients here, ready to go. Now I've never cooked, this is probably, the last couple of videos you've seen when I've done a couple of HelloFresh meals, you've seen a cottage pie and a pasta dish. They're easy, aren't they? Let's be honest. Everyone's done them a million times before. Now, this here, I've got breadcrumbs, I've got raw fish fillets, I've got parsley, I've got capers. I have never even seen any of this stuff before in my life. I'm going to be honest, I've never made fish and chips at home. There was part of me that thought, oh, I should buy some fish fillets and deep fry them, you know, like in batter, like a chippy. But I've never done it. I always say, oh, that'll be good, be a good video. Never do it. HelloFresh have made me do it now. So here we go. There's panko breadcrumbs, there's fish fillets, sea bream, 3 fish fillets, peas, capers, mayonnaise, lemon, garlic, potatoes, parsley. And I'm gonna, even though on the guide it does say oven, I'm gonna do them in air fryers. So I'm gonna see what I can create from my air fryers. I've got two. I've got my Kasori and my tower at the moment, and but we already know the Kasori does decent chips, so I'm gonna put the chips in the Kasori and I'm gonna do the fish in the tower. So let me show you these ingredients and then we'll crack on. So like I say, we've got the panko breadcrumbs there. We've got garlic, a lemon, capers and mayonnaise, peas, 3 fish fillets, sea bream fish fillets, skin on, parsley and some potatoes. So, fish and chips, oh, and homemade tartar sauce. That's what this is about. Made tartar sauce, that's what I forgot when I was in the intro. That's, normally, I have never made homemade, I've never made any sauce homemade, I'll be honest. Tartar sauce, I just get, well basically, normally I just steal little parcels from like Wetherspoons or whatever. I just normally steal, or like supermarket cafes or whatever. Whenever you go for a fish and chips, you steal a couple, and then you've always got some for when you have fish and chips at home. That's what I do. Never even thought about making it myself until now. So if you're interested, if you like cooking and things like that, and you're interested in home cooking and fresh food getting delivered, they've got a massive offer for you. We've got 60% off. You've got to scan this QR code here. 60% off your first order, your first box, and then 25% off your next 2 months. You can use code JUSTDINO, or you can scan that QR code on the HelloFresh website, and you'll you can choose your meals. I've looked at next week's meals. You can look like 4 or 5 weeks in front. Oh my god, I want some nice meals there. Might even have a look at on another video. This is, it'll be really nice. Right, I'm gonna have this cup of tea before I start peeling. Do I need to peel spuds? I need to get my phone because I've lost the idiot's guide. Come on. So no need to peel the spuds, just give them a bit of a wash, and then we've got to drizzle some oil on them, some salt and pepper. They can go in the oven. So I've cut them up, spread some oil on it. I need to salt and pepper them, and then they're going to go in the oven. Actually, I've changed my mind. I'm going to stick to the way it says, because obviously air frying is a little bit different. I've got no fancy salt, so it's just, I'm just going to stick to the way they want me to cook these, because, and also there's quite a lot there. So let's get them in the oven now. Finally chop the parsley, stalks and all. Add to a medium bowl with lemon zest, breadcrumbs and olive oil for the crumb. Season with salt and pepper, mix together and set aside. Right, so we've got to make the fish crumb now. So the breadcrumbs are done. Now we've got to make the homemade tartar sauce, which is definitely a new one for me. So it says 3/4 of the mayonnaise. Chop the capers up, which I already have done, and then add the capers to this. I don't even know what capers are. So we add the capers and the remaining parsley. Mix together, then season the tartar sauce to taste with salt and pepper and lemon juice. Let's have a taste. It tastes like tartar sauce. Wow, I'm a genius. Homemade tartar sauce. Very nice as well. I did it. I made a homemade tartar sauce. Can you believe it? Yes, go on Dino. Right, I'm onto the fish now. I'm going to have to breadcrumb this fish, which I've never done before. Here goes nothing. Come on. It says on the instructions to lay the fish skin side down, because they do have skin on these fish, these sea bass, sea bream. They do have, it says lay it skin side down and only breadcrumb the top. So that's what I'm going to have to do, I think. So I'm not sure if that's right. I thought you'd be breadcrumbing the whole thing, but maybe the breadcrumbs wouldn't cook underneath, or I'm not sure. Let me know if I should have breadcrumbed the whole thing, because it just seems a bit strange, but I'm going to follow it to the letter because I'm no chef, I'm no cook. We all know that, don't we? I've got to wash these hands now. So it says skin side down. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go, take it, this is just to get the breadcrumbs to stick. Now I'll probably put far too much mayonnaise on there, but we're going to get this breadcrumb mix on there now. The chips are about halfway now, so I need to get a wiggle on to get this breadcrumb mix on there. This is definitely going to be posh fish and chips anyway. So there we go. Now that goes in for 15 minutes now. Some posh fish and chips coming on today, Dino. Usually at this point of fish and chips, if I were just cooking, you know, your bog standard fish and chips, battered fish and chips from supermarket, I would just put my garden peas as they are, bit bland, in a pan, boil them 5 minutes and bang alongside, or mushy peas. However, on this recipe, it's telling me to add butter to a frying pan, to add garlic, and then add the peas to that melted butter, that melted garlic butter, and then crush it with the back of a fork for like crushed garlic peas. So I'm going to give it a go. I've come this far with all the breadcrumbs and the homemade tartar sauce. I might as well go all the way and not have some boring peas with it, Anna. So let's do that now. So these are done now. We're just going to crush them in this nice garlic butter. So they'll be a little bit like mushy peas, I suppose. Crushed garlic butter peas. Everything's nearly done now. It's time to serve it up, I think. Okay, so it's time to dish this up now. These fish pieces. As you'll notice, there's only one plate because, like I said, nobody else likes fish in this house apart from me. So this is well and truly going to be ultimate fish and chips. Wow, yeah, these chips, look at this. Homemade tartar sauce on the side. Voila. ultimate fish and chips. Very posh. Right, let's have a taste. Okay, so it's all important taste time. I'm going to make this quick. So, look at this fish in here. I'm going to give you a little close up of that fish there. So it's nice, white fillet, and it is definitely meatier. I mean, look under there. It even looks a bit meatier. Meatier than normal fish. So this sea bream, it's called, tastes quite nice. The breadcrumb, it's weird that it's only on one side, but it's nice. It's definitely not a, it's posh fish and chips this. Oh, I don't know if I'd call it ultimate like HelloFresh do, but it's definitely posh fish and chips. It's nice. It's actually a really nice fish. It is really meaty. That is the best way to describe this fish. Although the flakes are there, it's like a chunky fish. These chips in the oven, skin on, really nice. Probably should have done them in an air fryer. I did prefer mine the other day, but they're not bad. Garlic crushed peas, garlic butter crushed peas. Wow, that's all right. Probably put too much garlic in though, that is very garlicky. But no vampires coming near me. Wow. Homemade tartar sauce, very, very good. I don't know if I'd have kippers in on a regular basis. Capers, not kippers. Capers in on a regular basis, but you know what? This is pretty decent. Now, it is very, very different to the standard fish and chips that we'd get from, like, I haven't even put any vinegar on that, curry sauce, battered fish and chips. But it's more like a restaurant. You know, if you go somewhere posh, that's what I'm saying. It's this is very, very posh. It tastes nice, very delicious, but it's a sit-down meal. It's not a fish and chip. You can't put this in a carton and walk around with it. But it's home cooking, isn't it? It's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be a takeaway. It's supposed to be a nice, healthy meal. So, once again, just before I leave you, if you are interested in these HelloFresh meals, you can get 60% off your first order and 25% off your next 2 months worth of orders. Use the code Justino, or hit the link in the description, or hit this QR code here, and that will all happen for you. You can choose. There's a lot of. I've just been looking on the menu for next week. Some really nice stuff next week. There's a steak on there. Oh, steak and peppercorn sauce. I'm actually going to see if they can change mine. Send me next week's instead. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again tomorrow for another food review. Did somebody say just... What's happening, people? Back in the kitchen again. Hope you're all fantastic. Thanks for watching. Would be special. Wouldn't buy that again.